you know what Ayla said to me the other day when I was strapping her into her car seat?
Come on, what?
And they're like, do you know the way sometimes it can be a bit awkward because she won't sit still.
Yes.
She's there like squealing and moving around. And I'm like, Ayla, just stay still there for 2 seconds. And then she stops and she's looking at something. I'm like, what is she looking at? She's looking up my nose. She goes, Daddy, there's a spider in your nose.
Welcome, lovely listeners to...
How are you, Lovie?
I'm Aisling.
I'm Carl.
I'm Aisling.
I
said that really fast.
I'm Aisling.
I'm Aisling.
I'm Aisling. I'm Carl. How's everyone getting on? Hope everyone is having a lovely week so far. And looking forward to the World Cup final on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I'm
Well-
about to have my own little watch party, Carl.
I know.
Myself.
Well, I've made a balls of things with the World Cup final, but for any of you, actually, when we're recording this, we don't know who's in the final.
No.
However, at the time of recording this,
Could be France, could be Spain, it could be England, it could be Argentina.
yes,
I think it's going to be a France and England final.
I think you're right. Which, to be fair, I think it would be an absolutely brilliant final. France and England. Sorry, we've got like 2 banger semi-finals. France, Spain,
I know.
England, Argentina.
Yeah.
Hopefully they live up to the billing. But for
France
any
were
of you,
my team that I was supporting, if you remember, at the very start of this.
and for any of you in the comment section from
Yes.
the episode about, what is it, nearly 6 weeks ago?
Yes.
Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about that.
Yes.
So one of you who chose the right team will win a voucher.
So a winning team of the winning team
The winning team
will get the voucher.
And by the way, they're all time stamped, so you can't just go back to that episode
Yes,
now and
yes,
put your
yes,
guess
yes,
in. Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll let you go first because in fairness now, you have a lot to talk about because you have your Formula 1 weekend to talk about.
loads.
So let's get through the boring stuff first.
Okay, that's fine.
It's
I'm
actually not boring. I know
gladly talk
Formula
about the
1,
Formula 1
but
stuff.
you talking about it probably boring.
Well, okay, so I didn't get a chance to talk about it on last week's episode, even though it happened before last week's episode. It just wasn't time. So I got to go. If anyone follows me on Instagram, you would have seen it because I was waxing lyrical about the whole thing. I got invited over to the Friday of the British Grand Prix, which in fairness was very much facilitated by you because
Yes.
we were due to go to Kaleidoscope
Yes.
on the Friday. But you were like, you can't say no to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over to the British Grand Prix. So it was Whoop who do,
The
fitness
watch.
trackers, yeah. Which I've worn a Whoop for a few years, and the guys just got in touch with me like, look, we see you wear a Whoop. We sponsor the Ferrari team. Would you like to come over as a guest on the Friday of the British Grand Prix? I was like, you are shitting me.
Yeah. I was like, you can't turn that off, Carl.
Because I have to say now, of all of the things that like ever since I started doing Instagram, I was like, that'd be a dream to happen. It'd be to do something Formula 1 related.
Yes.
And this is the first time I've ever done anything Formula 1 related.
Mm-hmm.
So flew over on the Thursday evening, and then we went out to the track on the Friday morning. So went over on the Thursday,
Yes.
stayed overnight in Oxford, and then we drove to the track on the Friday morning. And the mad thing was, we drove in, and the first thing as I was like crossing the road, I saw this vintage car driving along. And I look, and I'm like, there's Lando Norris.
Oh, did you see? You never really saw him.
Lando Norris driving the car into the track, just like doing his commute to
Did you
work.
tell Sheila Boylan?
No, I didn't.
Sheila Boylan, Carl saw Lando Norris.
That's our friend.
Norris.
He's obsessed with Lando Norris.
Yes.
Yeah, saw him, big happy head, and I'm going to work. And you forget, like, these lads are just commuting to work.
In his little vintage car.
In his vintage car. Oh, his beautiful car as well. And then anyway, I kind of thought we were just going to see the race.
Yes. Well, the
But
race.
anyway,
What race?
we'll see the practice session or whatever and see the cars going around the track. Just normal grandstand tickets.
Yes.
Turned out it was the full hospitality treatment. So there's this thing called the Paddock Club in Formula 1. And Paddock Club is like where you go in and essentially it's like as much champagne as you want.
And is it
Lovely
their way of like
food.
schmoozing the sponsors?
Sponsors, exactly.
Right, okay.
So everyone who's a sponsor is bringing people there. And look, anyone can buy tickets to this, but it's crazy money. So this was very much one of those things where I was like, well, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to be here. Like,
And you're like, damn it, I'm driving later on
so
tonight.
it wasn't lost to me, completely jammy. But yes, I was like, my car is at the airport later. I
Yes,
can't
yeah.
drink. I couldn't because you could go wild.
Yes.
But anyway, got to go into the Paddock Club. They like bring drivers in to do interviews with them.
Oh, wow.
So saw Nico Hülkenberg, beautiful man up close.
Nico.
Nico,
The way you said it. How do you say Nico?
Nico Hulkenberg.
I'd say Nico.
Nico,
Hulkenberg.
yeah, whatever you call him.
Okay.
Then we you had your own private table in like an air conditioned room where you can overlook the pit lane.
But were you with other people? You weren't on your own?
No, with other people.
Okay.
Yes. Then there's a pit walk that you have access to.
Because you did message me from the pit. And I was like, oh my God, Carl.
Now, I have to say, the moment where I was like, I'm going to shit myself with excitement was when we were doing the pit walk, because you're literally feet away from
and you
the cars.
messaged me as I was on the way back to pick up the kids after putting up the tent to myself to say that. And I was like, I didn't even reply. I was like, go shove your pit walk up your hole.
Listen, you never know. Maybe out of this, there'll be some other sponsor be like, well, we're bringing Ash next time.
Thanks a million.
just to sicken me. But then anyway, the practice session started, and then later on, it was kind of, not to bore everyone, but like slightly different race weekend format where they had a sprint race on the Saturday.
Yes, yeah.
So they had to have sprint qualifying on the Friday when I was there. So it's kind of a serious session. They're really like trying to do their best as such. It's kind of quite a tense situation. So we're getting ready to watch sprint qualifying, and then all of a sudden, one of the lads from Whoop, a guy called Ronan, goes, okay, I have a surprise for you. And I was like, go on. He was like, here's passes for you to go into the Ferrari garage for 15 minutes of sprint qualifying. I was like, that was the moment.
So how many people were there altogether?
6 people.
It was only 6 of you. Were they nice people?
Lovely people.
You haven't actually spoken much about them.
Lovely
Yes,
people.
okay.
One of them was a guy who was Boris Johnson's personal trainer.
No way.
Swear to God. Very super interesting guy.
Random.
Yeah, very random. So some lovely people who were there. So anyway, they got to bring us down into the pit lane, into the back of the Ferrari garage, where if anyone watches it, you see it on the TV, you see the drivers walking through exactly where we walk through. They hand you a headset, which is like the same headsets all the engineers wear, so you can hear all the team radio live as it's happening.
Yeah.
They kind of put you in towards the back of the garage, so you're not in anyone's way. And then the cars are just there. And I swear to God, do you know what the mad part about it was? I was thinking it'd be like this hive of activity. There'd be loads
silent.
It was so calm.
Drop. Yeah.
Do you know when you get on a plane and it hasn't taken off yet, and just that low hum of the air conditioning, that's all you could hear.
Yeah.
Just, and then no one's talking, no one's doing anything. And then all of a sudden, the 2 drivers walked in nearly at the same time. So it was like, I just looked over and was like, oh my God, there's Lewis Hamilton. Oh my God, there's Charles Leclerc.
Sorry, because we haven't seen each other talk about
I kind of didn't want to talk about it until the podcast.
So I'm hearing this for the first time.
I swear to God, right? The moment of being in the pits and the drivers being right in front of me, I swear to God, I got goosebumps, because it was like, do you know the mad thing is, everyone talks about Formula 1 drivers being really small when they see them in real life. I can't explain this.
They're tall.
No.
Not
that they're tall, because they are small, because they have to be small, like to fit in the car and to be light or whatever. I swear to God, I looked over at Lewis Hamilton in particular, because I'm a big Lewis Hamilton fan.
Yes.
And I was like, he's a giant.
As in, you visualized him as a giant.
But whatever way my brain was working, it was such this like moment of like, oh my God, it's Lewis Hamilton. It was like I was looking at someone who was otherworldly. Like my brain was playing tricks on me nearly.
Okay.
It was mad. Anyway, they hop in the car. It's still mad quiet, still real silent, still real calm. And then literally, you see the clock count down to the start of qualifying. And then you just heard someone go, blah, don't even know what they said. And it was just like,
zoom out,
like drilling stuff onto the car, engines fire up, cars are gone. And then all of a sudden it's calm again.
Yeah.
It's just like calm. Hive of activity, loads gone. And it was
precision.
So precise.
Yes.
It was unbelievable. Ended up on the TV on Sky Sports.
I saw that, yeah. Come here, at that point, how wet were your jocks? I think that face was more a thing of like, oh, what is that feeling? What's that song? What is that feeling? So sudden and new.
Like when you wake up.
I don't know, actually, because the next line is good. I knew the first time I laid eyes on you.
It was like waking up for the first time when you're 11 or 12 and you're like, what is that?
Really? No, honestly.
No, I didn't jizz myself. Jesus Christ.
But the balls are tight.
I was, I have to say, it was genuinely one of those moments where I was like, this is proper privileged situation to be in. And my mouth, as you would have seen, anyone saw me on the TV, my mouth was wide open. I was just in awe of the whole situation. So anyway, then it was we left the garage, went up, watched a bit more qualifying, and then I was like, I need to get out of here because I need to make sure I knew if I missed my flight that night.
So you could have stayed.
I could have stayed a bit later. I left slightly early because I needed to make sure I made the flight. Well, here's the thing. To say I made the flight, basically anyway, there was a big rigmarole where no one knew where I needed to go to get the shuttle bus to get me out of there. Okay?
Yes.
So people were sending me left, right and centre. So I got sent in this wild goose chase. So anyway, me having left early, the qualifying finished. Everyone starts leaving the track. And I'm like, well, there was no point in me leaving early because now I'm leaving with everyone else. So I'm walking, going, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I was like, I'm going to miss this flight and Ash is actually going to divorce me because I'm not going to be back tonight. And anyway, I was like, I'm just going to pray to God. I'm going to open Uber and I'm going to see if someone nearby is stuck in a traffic jam near Silverstone. And anyway, I go on to it. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, it's an hour-long journey to get to Luton Airport. So it's a good fare.
Oh, you haven't told me any of this.
So anyway, someone accepted the Uber and the traffic was so slow. I walked to the car and I just was like, I have to make a flight that's taken off at 8 p.m. I was like, whatever you can do to get me there, please get me there. And he was like, okay. He was like, that's going to be tight because like, I don't know what the traffic's going to be like.
What time are you leaving there?
Fine. I left the track at 5 o'clock, 4:45. I left the track. Okay. But because they sent me in this wild goose chase, I swear to God, I was an hour trying to leave the
now
track.
at that stage,
Yeah.
I would have just, like, you're not going to, like, if you had got a 6:30 flight, that would have been fine. Because you still would have been down with me at 8.
In the morning. I know,
Yeah.
but I didn't want the stress of that. So anyway, I was like,
Stress of that
geez.
made no difference.
No, but I was excited to go camping anyway. I'd had a great day and I wanted to get back home. And anyway, in fairness to your man, he did, like, he was taking back roads here, there and everywhere, trying to get us around the traffic. He got me there and I was like, I'm going to have to sprint
How much was the taxi?
to get to the flight. Do you know what? In fairness, it was about 120 quid.
Jesus.
Which was, no, but like in fairness, like...
The whole day, I mean, yeah.
But in fairness, you pay more than that then.
True, you would.
Like going to the airport in Dublin,
Yes,
you'd pay 70 or 80 quid. Anyway, he does an unbelievable job getting me there. I'm like, I'm going to have to sprint. Literally, as he is pulling up, having gone to all this stress to get me
shuttle
there.
bus?
Nope.
What?
A message comes in on the app. Your flight is delayed by 2.5 hours. I actually was like, I can't believe I'm telling you this, but my
God.
flight's been delayed. And he was just like, all right, well, we got you here on time anyway. So I gave him a good tip, in fairness to him. So anyway, that was my experience at Silverstone.
Sorry, that sounds amazing.
So in fairness, no, genuinely,
Yes.
thank you.
You don't
Because
need
I
to
know,
thank me.
No, but in fairness,
you are my husband. You need to take these opportunities when they come.
it was absolutely brilliant. I had an absolute ball. Proper pinch me moment.
Good.
And I did say it on Instagram where I was like, I wouldn't get to do things like that if it wasn't for people like supporting me on Instagram.
Yes.
Which is like something that happened during COVID. I never expected to have a career out of it or for anything to come of it. So it was a real moment where I was like, I actually need to make sure people know how thankful I am.
Yes, yeah.
Because this is a dream come true for me. And it wouldn't happen if people didn't support me on there.
Yeah,
Do you
well,
know what I mean?
your interest was always there. It's been there since when we met each
yeah,
other. Since
Jesus.
before we met each other,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Carl was 11 and still in diapers.
I was. I got you a nice Max Verstappen top as well.
You did, haven't worn it yet, but yes, yeah.
But yeah, that was it. And then I'm excited because this week
I know, you're abandoning me again.
everyone's gonna be like, does this fella ever stay at home?
Carl's going to a wedding. Our friend is getting married, but we decided to split ourselves.
Our friend is getting married,
Again.
so I'm going to Toronto
Yes.
on Friday, flying on Friday afternoon, and I'm flying home Sunday evening
Yes.
from Toronto. So it's
you
a quick
land back in on
turnaround.
Monday morning.
So I'm really excited. It's near Niagara Falls. I'm hoping to get to see Niagara Falls. But I was talking about it at the start. I have made a balls up.
Go on, tell me why.
I didn't realise that when I booked these flights months ago, I didn't realise the World Cup finals that day.
Sorry, yes.
World Cup final is that day. And my flight boards at about 5 p.m. The match kicks off at 3 p.m. But there's a halftime show this year at the World Cup. So halftime is going to be at least 15 minutes longer than it would normally be.
Yes.
So chances are, if it gets done in normal time, I should be able to watch it as I'm at the end of the match as I'm boarding the flight.
Do you think the pilots would wait?
No.
Would they not?
No, you have a slot. That's it. If you miss your slot, you're screwed. So like the plane's taken off at that time regardless.
Do you know what? You're going to be a jammy fecker again, and you're going to get a text as you get to the airport to say your flight's delayed.
Well, because if it goes to extra time and penalties, I'm absolutely screwed. Like I'm literally, the plane is going to be taken off and everyone on the flight is going to be going, oh my God. Now I know you have Wi-Fi so you could keep up to speed with the scores.
Yes.
But I know with Aer Lingus, they're rolling out Starlink,
yes.
which is like high speed internet on the flights. But not all the aircraft have it yet.
Yes.
So you could stream it with Starlink, but if the plane has it.
I'd say the pilot, they'll do something. They'll let you know in some regard.
They'll let us know. We'll be able to find the score out, but you want to be able to watch it. So, but anyway, look. It's the price I pay for getting to go to Toronto for a friend's wedding.
Well, I'm supporting France, but what I will say is, footballs coming home. I can never get that song right.
I think they're going to win it.
I think they are.
I just have this feeling.
Yeah.
Because it's 60 years, I think, since 1966.
Oh, but it's nothing to do with that. Like, it's nothing to they give it because it's 60 years. It's nothing to do with that.
They've been knocking on the door.
I would like it for Harry Kane.
Very likeable man.
Very humble, very likeable man.
Do you know, a very likeable English side in general?
Yes.
I know there's going to be some people like twitching hearing us talk of this. But no, in fairness, very likeable England side. And I know we have a lot of English Lovie listeners as well.
We do.
So best of luck. I know you're the old foe, but best of luck. I say twitching. Well, Ash, tell me, how are you, Lovie?
Well, I am great. I had a whopper weekend. I am wearing, in case everyone thinks, I look like Jeffrey Dahmer.
I forgot to say this at the start. Yeah, you're wearing sunglasses.
I'm wearing these Jeffrey Dahmer sunglasses because to say I have been wearing these glasses solid for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, genuinely.
Now, I've taken them off for work, and there's been some times where I walk in and I realise I'm still wearing them in the building as I walk into work. I love these sunglasses.
So I keep getting messages on Instagram being like, oh my God, where did Ash get her sunglasses from?
So it doesn't even feel like I have a sunglass on my face.
See, they're a bit of a green tint to them. Yeah. But it's like they're not so dark that you couldn't wear them indoors. But I'd say they still provide a bit of shade when you're outside.
So anyway, I ordered these the other week from Shabelle from Rosie and Dot. She's killing me because she's like, stop ordering stuff. Because payday comes and I'm a sucker for Rosie and Dot stuff.
Yeah, but it's nice when you find a brand that you like.
Yeah, but they're great. They're sturdy. Nice sturdy glass, speckly. They have a nice bridge on the nose, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
For anyone, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see them. You're just going to have to use your imagination. Yeah.
They're tortoise shell colour, and they're just really comfy. And I don't feel like I have a pair of glasses on my face.
Funny enough, I've actually forgotten about this. You love that style of glass. Is it tortoise shell? Is that what it's called?
No, this is tortoise.
Oh, sorry. Colour. It's kind of leopard print-ish.
That's tortoise shell, Carl.
Is that the design? The colours? The brown and like light brown? Well, I'm trying to think.
I don't know why. I actually don't know. What's the question you're asking me?
Okay, the colour, it's kind of like patterned-y, but it's brown and light brown.
That type of colour is called tortoise shell.
Okay, so that's the colour. So I remember I bought you a pair of sunglasses when I was trying to woo you when we were first going out. And I remember I bought you tortoise shell and you loved them. You absolutely loved them.
Did you buy me tortoise shell?
I did. I think they're probably still somewhere.
But don't remember them. They weren't that memorable, obviously.
You're mad for that stuff. You're paying off.
So anyway, I said I'd wear them because when we were at Kaleidoscope, the amount of people that came up and said, where have you got your glasses from?
Yes.
Rosie and Dash. There you go.
Good Irish business as well to support.
Just going to go to my notes here. What did I do this weekend? So yes, we went to Bell X1.
Yes.
Which was whopper. We forgot we were going. My sister texted me during the week to say, you have those tickets for Bell X1.
She bought us them for Christmas.
She did. And we completely just didn't come into my head until last weekend. So you got your mum to mind the kids.
Yeah.
And it's the first time when your mum normally minds them, they're here and we'd have them the following morning if we've had a few drinks.
Yeah.
Right? And we'd have to get up with them as you would do as parents. Do you know that way?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be really drinking that much. So the thought dawned on me at 5 o'clock in the evening. Oh my God, the kids aren't here in the morning.
Yeah.
And to say, I was like, light a fire underneath me.
It was like, I swear to God, it's like someone flicked a switch and you were like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. No, as in like, I was still all like, but I was just so happy.
You were buzzing.
The joys of a summer gig, no rain, you're having your drinks. It was just lovely.
It was beautiful. Do you know what was funny? When we were leaving the house, I was saying to the lads, I was like, I have a horrible feeling I'm forgetting something. But even though I checked and it was phone, keys, wallet, had everything I needed,
Yes.
it was because I wasn't used to leaving with no jacket. Or no, it was just
Oh
wearing
yeah.
a
See, I still
t-shirt
wore
and
my
a
leather
light,
jacket. Yeah.
a light shirt. And the lads were like,
And
I
my
feel the
glasses.
same. Yes.
My glasses. That's what
It was a good gig as well.
It was a whopper whopper gig. I need to have a little mention
Go
for
on.
some lovely listeners.
Yes, who we met there.
So we met Catherine. Catherine was a striking girl. She had like David Bowie eyes.
Oh.
Beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
And then there's Aisling as well. And Aisling said she's engaged to a Carl as well.
Yes.
There you
One
go.
Aisling and Carl.
So it was great. And I just felt on point. I had my glasses. I had the plaits in the hair. I had the leather jacket on, the runners, the short. I just felt hot girl summer.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
You know,
you did. You looked great.
I'm a wife, but hot girl summer. Do you know that way? Do you know that way? Anyway, what else did I do this weekend? So on Saturday before we went to the concert, I did an Aisling classic. So we were going to a child's birthday party this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And I, over the last year, for some reason, have managed to either arrive with what I think is extremely early, but actually arrive late. So this time around, I did the opposite.
Yes.
And I arrived
Half
extremely
an hour
early. Yeah.
You were mortified.
Absolutely mortified.
Do you know what's so funny? You beat yourself up so much about these things. I'm
Yeah, because
like,
it's a total reflection on me.
it's sorry, Ash, but like, you're busy. There's loads going on. Like, that's just life.
It's the thing of Aisling can't read.
Yeah, but sorry.
Time.
Yeah, but hang on. The invite was on the
Fridge. Yes.
So it was as much that I missed it.
I know, but normally you don't do those things. It's normally me.
True.
So yeah. So anyway, I did.
Learned helplessness on my point.
Yes, I did an Aisling classic. And at least we were there. The kids had a blast as opposed to missing it.
Jesus, they had a ball.
They had an absolute
They've had,
ball.
do you know what, actually? It's so nice this summer. I really feel like already, even though, well, Davey anyway, I feel like he's going to remember this summer already because they've just had so much time outside playing.
Yeah.
And I know like we talked about putting the grass in, the artificial grass, but like the kids have spent
Every day.
every single day out the back garden. It's lovely.
Yes.
And they've
It is
like
lovely.
been at friends' houses. It actually is like the first time you're like,
They had their first proper little pool party over at their friend's house the other day. And I was like, oh my God.
so fun.
Like this is their lives. Like this was us, but this is them now.
Yeah. And just like we're barbecuing outside every
Yeah.
day if we can. It's great.
It's fabulous.
It's beautiful. Anything else you'd like to bring us up to speed
No,
with?
I mean like the week was busy. It was great, but it was still a good week. Like
It was.
Yes.
It was. Okay,
Yeah.
this is good.
Yeah.
All right then.
So you're going to abandon me now, feckin' next week. So let's see how I am, or this weekend. So let's see how I am next week.
I can't wait to give the update
Oh,
on
Jesus.
all of it. I won't have an update on next week's episode because we're going to record a little bit ahead of time.
Yes.
So I'll have the update.
Because we have to accommodate Carl
This
being
is-
away again.
Yes, exactly. So I'll have the update at some point
Yes.
on how it all goes. It's all been very positive so far.
Yeah.
Sniper Alley. So if you think that I'm going to bring a snipe to the table, having been at Silverstone last week and going to Toronto on my own this week, not a hope in hell.
But do you have anything for Sniper
I
Alley?
actually genuinely don't.
Okay,
I
okay.
genuinely don't. No.
I think you'll enjoy my Sniper Alley this week. I've put it to song again.
Okay.
Would you be able to line up? Is there an Orinoco Flow instrumental there?
See, I don't know what the rules are. I think that might get us sued.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, because we don't have the rights. Hang on, can I sing it myself?
I don't want you to sing the words, obviously. No, maybe don't sing it. No. No, I need the opening.
Oh.
Da-da. Yeah.
Is that not it?
No, I'm just trying to see would it work. So that's why I was looking at you. Okay, let me get to grips with this. Okay. Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
Sorry, just
Okay.
for a second. I actually could see you looking at your phone earlier on, and I could see you smiling away.
Right.
And I actually should know. Anytime you're like that, I'm like, she's writing a fucking song for.
Okay.
Sniper Alley.
Do your little. I need the 16 beats in. So go on.
Last one.
No. Let me sleep without being fumigated. Heal my eyes from the shard that I just saw. Let me sleep without fear for my sheets. Let me be. No, I need to do this properly. I need to give this song justice.
I actually can't believe. I can't believe. I actually was like, surely she won't.
No, I need to do this song justice. Okay. Let me sleep without big fumigation. Heal my eyes from the shark that I just saw. Let me sleep without fear for my sheets. Let me be in my tiredest hour. Da da. You can chime in for this part. Da 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 da. Plop. Wash your arse.
You're such a bitch. For real?
Wash your arse.
I can't believe this.
Wash your arse. Da da da.
I actually purposely didn't ask you if you were going to bring this to the table.
He didn't want to put it back in my head.
Even if I ask her, it puts it in her head. Right, fine. Explain to everyone. Oh my God. This is the end for me.
So, Carl was in bed. God love his poor soul. He was tired. So I went up to bed a good bit after him. Hot weather. Carl's in the bed, face planting. You were a belly sleeper, so you sleep on your belly.
And it's Jesus, the hot nights, man.
Hot nights. Anyway, I was going in with my torch and then I realised there was something on his boxers. Now, he already has a pattern set of boxers on him, right? But there is another mark.
Now, I wear those kind of like Lycra-y type boxers.
Doesn't make a difference. You'd still see it.
They're skin tight as such.
You'd still see it, but they're not skin tight anymore. You've had them so long. So anyway... These Lycra boxers are patterned, right? And I see something separate. And I initially thought it was a spider on him because it was dark. So turn the torch properly to him. And the biggest shart mark is on Carl's boxers. So to say is like, well, I am taking a photo of this. And he didn't see it till later on that morning.
No, because, okay, so what happened was...
You were busy working. You were busy on the national broadcast.
I got up, did the breakfast show. No, sorry.
Well,
that's
I went and did the breakfast show.
That makes it sound like I had literally shit myself and then went to work having done nothing about it.
Sorry, you did shit yourself. Hence the song saying, wash your arse, wash your arse, wash your arse, wash your... Sorry. Then, right. So anyway, I was speaking to him about it and then he goes, yeah, like I probably just scratched my bum during the night and so that's just the remnants of that because it's so sweaty. Yeah. And I was like, Carl, either way, if you sharted or if you scratched your hole during the night, there's shit there.
I think my arse...
So then I'm like, right, so obviously you need to wash your fingers.
I think my arse was leaking because of the heat.
That's not good. That's bad pelvic floor.
Well, I think that's what the heat's doing to me. Because I don't...
Well, then you need to get your pelvic floor assessed.
Well, I don't remember farting in the middle of the night and, do you know what I mean? It being...
So then it's that
firing a live round.
Staying permanently on your boxers. I was afraid, I wasn't going to touch it to see if it was moist or anything.
I just put them in the wash basket.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So anyway, the following morning, I actually think I woke up and I did do a poo, if we must all know, before work. So then anyway, I went into work. We don't really have much time to go to the bathroom because the songs are so short.
Yes.
So you're kind of generally legging it to the toilet. So I was legging to the toilet, but obviously checking my phone at the same time. I see there's a message from you. And I open the message up thinking it's going to be like, oh, on the way to work, childminder has the kids, everyone's all good, whatever it might be.
Yes.
And I open up and it's a picture of me spread eagle on the bed.
With your big sharp mark on your hole.
Oh God, it's the heat.
It's nothing to do with the heat, Carl.
It's the heat.
It's your arse.
This is okay. That's fine. So does that mean then it's fair game if you ever find yourself in the most vulnerable of situations that I can bring it to the podcast.
We have brought my vulnerable situation.
Yeah, you generally bring it to us anyway. Yeah. How's your hemorrhoids?
Don't have them anymore.
Yeah, hang on. You had to have a bath during the week.
Yeah.
I had to go and get you Epsom
You
salts.
didn't have to go get them. They were already here in the house.
Didn't I have to buy you something?
No, you put the bath on for me because I was on the way home.
And so what does this? What does the salt do?
They
Seal?
just help.
Hang on. Maybe that's what I need. Seal my arse. Epsom salts. That's what they did to you.
Yeah, but I'm not leaking shit.
How do you know?
Because I'm not leaking shit.
Fair enough. You
There
are
we go.
You are the nurse. You are the nurse.
So anyway,
I was really hoping that you
I knew you'd enjoy it.
And do you know what's even
and I
worse?
knew you'd enjoy that song.
What's even worse is this will give you an insight into like just this is generally how we are. We're like you might as well laugh about it after it happens because we were with your mum and your sister the following day.
Yes.
And I was like, we were having a laugh about something. I was like, right, Ash, go on. And you were like, what? And I was like, show them the picture. Your mum and your sister pissing themselves laughing as well. So there we go. All right, well, thank you for bringing that to the table.
You're very welcome. I thought you'd enjoy it.
I'll try my best in future to not.
That was a really enjoyable segment of Sniper Alley, wasn't
Okay,
it?
I think you enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
And I hope the rest of you enjoyed it.
So next on the cards is correspondence.
Correspondence.
Go on, Carl, you go first.
I want to bring to the table a very funny comment that was underneath last week's episode. Episode from 2 weeks ago, where we were talking about. Do you remember we were talking about the dildos?
Yeah.
And whether would you like put your partner's ashes in a dildo?
Yes.
Now I know this is very. If you haven't listened to that out of context, it sounds like a mad sentence. But anyway, I talk about hearing that sentence out of context because that's exactly what happened. Kerry Ann, I think it is, comment underneath saying, got stopped at a customs checkpoint, put the window down to speak to the guards at the ashes in the dildo part.
So I didn't understand that when I read that. So explain this to me now.
So Kerry Ann got stopped at a customs checkpoint.
Yes.
Which, by the way, when do you ever get stopped at a customs checkpoint? Yeah. Put the window down to speak to the guards right at the point where you were talking about the ashes in the dildo.
Oh, sorry. So when I was reading that, so that's why I have a few emails like that. When I was reading that, I was like, I just thought there was missing sentences, but that's what it is.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
So she was, that's...
What did the guards say, Carrie Ann?
I'd love to know what the guards said.
Like, they'll probably put like a little now, 98D 6452.
Yeah.
Ashes and dildo.
They were like,
and then they're probably tracing your car, Carrie Ann.
No, they probably did a full search of the car after that. Been like, what the hell is going on, this weirdo? Well, thank you very much for that, Carrie Ann.
Justice for Carrie Ann. She was just listening to a good podcast.
Exactly. Just tell the guards they need to become lovely listeners. That's what you need to tell them. Go on, what else you have for us?
So, let me just get them now again. Okay, this one came in from Neve Milner. Hi, Carl and Aisling. Just home from work and had to email in to tell you how you embarrassed me. Driving home and with the scorcher of a day we had, my car was roasting when I got into it. So I rolled down the windows fully and listened to your episode. On loud, volume on because windows were down.
Yes.
Where kids say embarrassing things, part 2.
Oh, right.
Neve. This is one of our bonus episodes.
Yeah.
Driving away, happy out, enjoying the pod. When about 14 minutes into it, I had to stop at a busy junction for traffic lights. 3 lanes and cars all around me had their windows down too. It was at that moment when it happened. You both said, shouting and sang, slap my baps up. Slap my baps up. In my panicked attempt to turn down the volume, I turned it up even more. The lad in the passenger seat on the lane beside me said, anytime, love. I just giggled and thought the lights would never turn green. Anyway, thought you would enjoy the story. Love the pod.
Anytime, love. Oh my God.
Like, cringe.
Oh, it's so funny. Because like we record this and we're in like the privacy of our own room.
Yes.
And you forget that all of you listening are listening like out and about, and sometimes it's not on headphones, and you might be like listening to it in a place where someone else could end up hearing it out of context.
Well, I'd love to hear if anybody has their windows down when they're listening to my version of Orinoco Flow.
Now, I'll tell you all this much now. You may keep that to yourselves.
Wash your arse.
You may keep that to yourself.
Wash your arse. Wash your arse.
And do you know
wash your arse. Wash your arse. Wash Carl Mullan's arse.
I'm going to have a request that at the start of this episode we have a warning that says, please do not listen to this episode unless you're listening on headphones and no one else can hear it. That's what I need to have. What else do we have?
I've got another lovely email in. I actually found this one quite nice. This one came in from Sarah Morris, and it says, "Hi Carl and Aisling. Just wanted to drop you an email to say that your pod has been a weekly joy since the beginning. I don't have kids, but you're both so relatable. I follow Carl since the pandemic, and your reels become a source of fun between myself and friend. So thank you." There you go now, Carl.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So on July 25th, and this is where I found it interesting, okay? July 25th, I'm driving from South Wales to Ireland via Fishguard, Rosslare Ferry to invade my parents' 10-day holiday in Cork and Limerick. And she's joining them in Limerick. This is first time in Ireland for myself and the second for my parents. I'm staying not far from New Ross on the Saturday and noticed not far is a place called Tintin Abbey. Here in South Wales is also a Tintin Abbey, and I love the historical connection between our two nations. We'll definitely be visiting on the Sunday. Can't wait to visit Ireland and the first holiday with my parents since last family holiday in Crete in 2007.
Wow.
Please keep on doing what you're doing. Think it's such a good thing to have a relatable pod where everyone can enjoy. And then this is my best version
lovely message
of Welsh. Juk in farin. Sarah Morris.
It's Jesus. It's a
like
it's
that's
a
not
mad language.
It could be like Dilch in farin. Yeah, it wouldn't. I don't know. Do you want to try and speak the last line of that in Welsh?
Let me try
now?
it.
You go ahead.
Dulcin faun iawn. Yeah, I haven't a clue.
Well done, Carl. You just spoke Welsh.
It sounds like you're listening to something in reverse.
Yeah, it does, like the Coldplay video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's absolutely lovely. Sorry, I'm interested in the fact that like it sounds like you're not Irish.
Yes.
So I want to know how you came across
Exactly.
the podcast or
That's
came
where
to
I'm
following
like,
me, which is interesting. Sorry, lovely message as well.
Yeah.
Tintin Abbey.
I'm probably saying that wrong, so people in Limerick are going to kill me.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's worth the
Yeah.
visit. Limerick. What a city.
Sorry, Emma.
Where's the spot they need to go and have chicken wings in Limerick?
Curragower, is it? Curragower.
Oh, we went there before.
Nom.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
They were absolutely class. There was something else I was going to say. Fishguard.
Yes.
Were you there with us when we were in Fishguard
No.
as a group of friends?
No.
This was one of those trips where
That's when, did you go to Oak something?
we went to Oakwood.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed.
So I don't know how I was allowed because I was only
Yes.
16. And as a group of friends, there was some deal on like Groupon or something like that where you could get cheap tickets to go to this place, Oakwood, which is a theme park. And anyway, we went, spent the night in Rosslare, early ferry.
Jesus, did you really?
Early ferry.
God.
Bus brought us to the theme park, spent the whole day at the theme park. Bus brought us back to Fishguard, but we had to wait till about 2:00 in the morning for the ferry. So we were at a loose end for about 6 or 7 hours in Fishguard, just walking around
What
the place.
did you do?
Walked around the place.
Because in fairness, we've been to Holyhead and a loose end waiting for, and that is not a place I want to be walking around in again.
Holyhead is there.
Yeah.
The
The Fishguard's down south.
I don't know
is
whether
it?
we got Holyhead in a bad night, but it felt.
Yeah, it just was
ropey.
like, yeah. We're going to get the ferry soon.
We are?
We're going to get the ferry with the kids across to Holyhead, and we're going to drive to Norfolk.
Yes.
Over to your cousins. They're from Cambridge, and we're all renting a little house there together.
Very excited.
Very excited.
And the pub's
thanks.
across the road from the house.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's going to be great. Okay. But this is a lovely episode.
Lovely catch up. We haven't spoken to each other in ages. This is our only catch up now this week before you go ahead again.
I know, it is.
Yes,
It's been,
yeah.
do you know what? The next 8 weeks are kind of bonkers. It's actually very hard for us to get a chance to sit down
Yes.
and catch up and just like
Logistics.
spend time
My
with
head
each
is
other.
spinning at the moment. I have a lot
Yes.
of moving parts.
There's a lot going on. So
Yes.
this is nice.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening.
Thank you, lovely listeners. Carl, will you go get some milk and bread? I forgot to ask you. I'm sorry.
Absolutely fine.
Apologies.
That's okay.
You did ask me if I needed that in the shop earlier, and I said no, but actually we're out of cheese as well.
Well, I'm off to get that. howyoulovey@gmail.com. In the meantime, if you want to email us about anything.
And don't regret.
Don't regret
regret
rating, reviewing,
emailing,
or sharing
yes.
the podcast.
Don't forget, share. Oh my goodness. Get rid of these glasses. That's what it is. Don't forget to rate, review, share, and subscribe.
Yes, there you
and
go.
only listen to us at
Listen.
How Are You Lovey.
Whatever you're up to, have a great week.
Yes.
Whether you're Spanish, Argentinian, French, English, we don't know who's in the final yet.
Football's coming home.
I don't know what I'm going to do if they do it.
I do support France.
I don't know what I'm
Football
going to
is coming
do.
home.
Well, here's my call. I think whatever way it's won, the World Cup final, I think it's going to be won very controversially this year. I think it's going to be to do with a really controversial VAR decision.
Oh, wow.
Because that's been the theme of this World Cup. There you go.
Really?
That's my mystic car. Let's see if it comes true. Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
We've been saying goodbye for about
I know,
3
I know.
minutes now, but it is
Right.
time for Skedaddle.
Iwa Kulasav.
Good luck. Have a great week.